OtisWho. Music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Hey. It's been a while. Nighttime version anyway. It's been a while. This is the OtisWho podcast. I am your gracious, most loving host, OtisWho.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yes. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the OtisWho podcast. This Thursday evening, I'm just chilling. I really am. I missed the nighttime. I really have. I've been having a lot of stuff going on. You can care less about that, but I'm just chilling. I'm glad you're tuning in with me for real. Hopefully, you hang out with me and just see what's going on. I really don't have anything planned, but first and foremost, hey, shout out to the people that are watching me live right now. I appreciate you. I really do. Let me see what the chat is open. It's one of those conversations tonight, honestly. If you have anything that you want to talk about, ask me a question or any stories that's going on, the topics of the day, trust me, everything is open. I do have a guest that's supposed to show up, as you already know, according to the title. So hopefully he shows up. I see you, cuz. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hopefully he shows up. If not, we're just gonna chill and hang out. Hey, I've just been chilling. If you've been, I see you, user. Yes, I see you. Thank you. Appreciate it for coming in. The chat, come on in, please. As you come in the room, as you come in, hit the like button, please. Hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. Also, if you feel worthy of supporting the show, of course, you see the QVR code. Scan the QVR code. Buy your man a cup of coffee. Yes, it's in the evening, but I am drinking my cup of coffee. I'm chilling. Also, too, more importantly, when you scan the barcode and you go back there, there's an extra tab. Please click on the extra tab. There are some items back there that, trust me, is worth your while. The status correction, the living revocable trust, and the 508c18 trust. They're all back there available for a donation. Trust me, it's going to save your life. This is the live commercial aspect of the show. It's going to save your life. So if you have time, go back, check it out. And whatever you decide to donate, it does come with a 30-minute consultation. I would definitely explain to you exactly what you have, what to do with it, how to enforce it, and how to move forward with whatever you see back in my website just by clicking the QVR code. So at your convenience, if you feel it's worthy, go right ahead and do that. I appreciate that. But in the meantime, come on in, chill, relax with me. We're gonna hang out. I had one person that took me up on my offer, which was great. And it's a beautiful song. Remember a few weeks ago, I said, if you have any music of inspiring artists or whatnot, and something that's not copywritten, please, seriously, send it in to me. MP3, send it in to me. Someone took me up on my offer, and it's a nice song. It's a verse in there that I really like. He's in the lifestyle, I say. It's a couple of vulgar parts. I like it. It is a rap song, so if your ears are sensitive, please beware. I shouldn't even have to make that announcement, but come on now, I'm grown. So, but I'll play that song in a little bit. But again, if you have any songs or you know of any inspiring artists, and I don't care of the genre, have them send their music in to me. My email is at the bottom. It should be scrolling at the bottom, OtisWho1@gmail.com. We just chilling, so send their music in to me. I need it. How you doing, Monique? I see you. How's it going? If you haven't noticed, during the day, at least 3 times a week during the day, I'm on this panel on this other YouTube channel. Good guy. His name is Sharon Bradley. I believe that's his. No, Sharon Bracy. I'm probably messed. Hold on, let me get his name right. Lord have mercy. Don't be mad at me, Sharon. I think it's Sharon Bracy, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm on his platform on the panel, and we talk about some very, very, very interesting topics. We really do. So I go live on his platform at the same time he's live on his. So that's what I be doing mainly during the week, at least 3 times a week. And it's a very, very interesting panel and very interesting topics. I might, if all else fails, if I, for example, when I'm telling you my business, I'm thinking out loud, ever run out of anything to talk about, I can always just pull up the episode that I just did earlier today. And trust me, there are some things to discuss. Oh, trust me. For example, I'm rambling. Great conversation today. The conversation was about submitting. And this is for married couples. I'm not talking about girlfriend and boyfriend or anything like that. This goes strictly to married couples or those who don't believe in marriage, but they have some type of contract or verbal agreement, whatever. I'm talking to those individuals. Submission. Do you feel that your wife submitting to you is a bad thing? Or is it a standard that should be followed? That's what we discussed today. And trust me, it got heated. If you have any comments on that, please. As a matter of fact, I think we do have one female in the chat. I don't know if she's married or not, but anyway, but I digress. The point is, that's what I do during the day. But before I even go even deep further, let me do what I do. We here, we chilling, we relax. Again, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I have to start off this podcast like I always do with my song. I have to. Hopefully you guys had a great week. Again, I've been busy. I fill you in a little bit, but I've just been really busy. Taking care of some business, manifesting some things that I have going on. Yeah, most definitely. But we'll get to that on the other side of this song.
It ain't gonna work. The weapon may come, but it ain't gonna work. The weapon may fall, but it ain't gonna work. No. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No, it won't. No, it won't. It won't work. I want you to know God will do what He said He's gonna do. He will stand by His word. He will come through. No weapon formed against you. It may try, but it won't. It can't harm you. It won't work.
Yes. That's how we start the show. Every time, whether it's in the day or in the evening, doesn't matter. That's how we start the show. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the OtisWho podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I am your luscious host.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
How long did I say luscious? I be damn. Oh, I be damn. I said luscious host. I think it's this. Pause. The hell was that? Whew. What's going on? Let me check the chat. My guest hasn't arrived yet, but we're going to chill. We're going to be all right. Again, you guys, hey, listen. Any topic is open. Drop it. I have 7 people here listening to me. I appreciate you. Drop a topic. Let's go for it. I'm here. I'm here. Let's go. I like going off the cuff. We're gonna see what's going on. I'm here. Let me see. Hey, now I love this song. You definitely turned me on to this. Oh yeah, thank you, you sir. I definitely sent it to you. Yeah, I listened to. Listen, no BS. I listen to that song every morning when I wake up. Hopefully this not TMI. When I go in the restroom, you know what you do in your morning ritual in the restroom. You brush your teeth, wash your face, all that good stuff, yada yada with the boo. I have that song playing and it's on repeat. That's how serious I get my day started. I don't know about you. I'm serious. When people say music doesn't affect you, they're lying. You listen to the lyrics, you listen to the mood or the vibration of the music. So it really does affect you. It really does. So with that being said, that song is definitely what I listen is one of the first songs that I listen to when I first wake up out the gate. So I'm glad you're enjoying it, Yusuf. Seriously. But uh but seriously, nobody have any has any topics that they want to talk about? I know you guys are not interested in the doggone state of the union address going on. I just forgot it's going on today. Your boy Joe Biden is giving his state of address. I mean the state of the union address. Of course, we already know the two candidates. If you're interested in politics, we already know who the two candidates are going to be in the 2024 election. It's going to be a repeat. They tried to get your boy Trump off the uh, ballot in all the states, but the Supreme. Oh, this I should smack the shit out of myself. But the Supreme Court overruled that particular motion. Go do your research, look it up. I don't have it in front of me, but I'm pretty sure if you've been living under a rock, I know you heard about it already. I think the woman has to have the Senate when submitting. If he isn't leading, then he doesn't. Then she doesn't need to. I know. Yeah, I think you meant to say she doesn't mean to submit. I agree with that, user. Uh, if this topic is of any interest to you, and I should bring up a clip of what they were discussing. But let's go deep. Let's get into it just a little bit. And yes, you sir, and I appreciate you, sir, for watching it. I really do. I appreciate that. But I like what matter of fact, let me put up what you just said because I like what you said, even though I believe you meant to say she instead of he, I believe. But first of all, this is not a sexist thing or anything like that. And yes, I have a daughter. I only have one child, and she's a female. She's 28 years old. Submission to me is a natural occurring thing. It really is. You can go all the way back to the animal kingdom, and I'm serious. I'm not trying to be funny. It's a natural thing for a woman to submit to their man. It's natural. Now, I like what Yusha said. I really do. You have to be the man and really hold those true standards and values of a man. You have to give her something for her to be submissive to. I would definitely say that. Not every woman should be submissive to every man. I'm not saying that. But if the two, and I'm going to say something that's ideologically, but I can break it down deep. I can. If the two are evenly yoked, the woman is supposed to automatically and organically and naturally submit to her man. Now, if that word submission is a trigger word for you, I understand that, but that's something that you honestly have to work on. But I'm not going to even bring the Bible up because I'm not a religious person at all. I'm spiritual. So I'm not going to bring the Bible up, but just a little bit, it does say the man submit to God and the woman submit to the man. It does say that. Now, that's a blanket statement, but let's be real. We're grown here. We're grown. I'm talking about a good obedient, healthy relationship between a man and a woman. A healthy relationship. I'm not talking about the assholes, men and women. It could be either or. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about those that for real honor each other and understand. Now, you could be a strong ass woman. You could be the most independent woman in the world. I don't believe in that BS, but you can be. But with the right man, and I'm gonna stand on that, with the right man, without even using the word doesn't need to be said. Because if he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, the strongest woman is going to automatically, organically, naturally submit. Has no choice. Has no choice. That's just me. It's not an arrogance thing. It's not a domination thing. It has nothing to do with that. I didn't say there's no discussion. And another thing too, there's a difference between being questioned and asking a question. Two different things. You could ask me a question all day, ask, but don't question me. Two different things. Two different things. But again, only a man, a dominant man who understands and not operating out of that dominance, but just the pure presence. And by leading by example, just doing what you're naturally doing, it's going to organically happen. Now, let's bring my daughter into this because it's not a double standard. I'm not going to change my mind. Oh, well, my daughter, no, I want you to be independent. You don't need no man. For the record, I started off saying that, but I had to check myself. I had to check myself because the reality of the situation is, and I will repeat it, the most strongest dominant women who say they don't want a man or don't need a man. I don't want to put words in their mouth. They don't want a man, they don't need a man, and they could do what men do. Okay. That type of woman, when the right man, not any man, the right man comes around, she's going to submit. Or she just chooses to be lonely for the rest of her life. It's just that simple to me. Yeah, I said it. I said it. And that's the truth, my truth. But I digress on that for a second. That's just how I feel about it. I got on that tangent, but those are some of the topics that we discuss when I'm on the panel in the morning with, again, the man, good guy, Sharon Bracey. I'm on his panel in the morning and I go live from my platform. So that's what I do during the week. I do have some individuals that do tune in and I do appreciate that. My guest is here. He's going to be ready in about another 10 minutes. We're going to be fine. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I appreciate it. I wish I had some females on the panel because I'm pretty sure I would love to hear, because I don't want this to be one-sided at all. I would love to hear what a female thinks about the statement, what I just made. And a man, for that matter. I don't believe in that red pill, blue pill mess. That's a big thing on YouTube now. Ever since, may rest in peace, Samuel, what's his name? Samuel, what is his name? Something Samuels. Anyway, I forgot his name. I'm sorry. Somebody put his name in the chat for me. He passed of drinking too much Red Bull. But anyway, ever since he started that, everybody out the woodwork is coming out with these platforms, want to discuss women. All these men are coming out and want to, Kevin Samuels, thank you, sir. All these men are coming out with these platforms and they honestly are not qualified. I'm stealing words from one of the panelists that I was on today, and it's true. We have a lot of men in this hemisphere that assume and consider themselves to be high valued men, and expect a woman to submit to them when in facts and in actuality you are not the man at all to be submissive to. And yes, I said it. That's another man saying that. I'm seeing it every day. Just because you have a penis between your legs, that does not give you the right to go around and think you have the audacity to be revered or have a woman submit to you. Now, for the sad part about it, and I don't understand this, it happens, but it has to be a mutual thing because I don't hear a lot of rape cases going on. The women has to adhere to this and accept that bullshit. The women give it up way too soon because they horny too, I guess. I know it goes both ways. I get it. I was young before, and actually you ain't got to be young. I'm horny now. Shit happens. But I understand. I get it. Women, I'm going to say it, you don't value yourself the way you should, in my opinion. We already know the average man ain't shit. I said it. The average man ain't shit. We get that. But again, they're not raping you for the most part. There are some rapes, I get that. But the average, let's keep it real, the average, when you come out the house with your uniform on, you know the uniform I'm talking about. Everybody wears it. The uniform, the leggings, everybody wears them. The uniform. When you come out in the uniform, I'm not saying you're a hoe, but you got the uniform on. I'm not saying that. Now, you think I went too far. No, you can wear whatever you want to wear. You can wear whatever you want to wear. You are within your rights. I promise you, I believe that. You are in your right to wear whatever you want to wear. But when a man approaches you based on the uniform that you have on, expect it. Be prepared. I hope you are prepared. And that's all I'm saying. I apologize for the harshness and the way I said it, but you understand what I'm saying. My wife wear leggings. My daughter wear leggings. Everybody, you know, when they mama wear leggings. I think my mama wear leggings and she's 72. And I'm for real. No, actually she's not 72. I'm 53. She's 74. So I'm serious, but you get what I'm saying. Let's keep it real. You get what I'm saying. So you tie it all in far as the submissiveness and how you carry yourselves. We lost the fundamental functions of dating. We don't court anymore. I'm so glad I'm married. But we don't court anymore. We don't go out on dates. I don't know what it is right now, but I think the ladies, and no disrespect to the ladies, but I'm just being real, because it takes two. It takes two. But it starts with that jewel between them thighs. That's the jewel. That's what we're trying to get. So it starts with you. If you like it, we can't get it. If you like it, we can't get it. If you wait for the right person, now I understand you have your needs. I get it. We all been there. But not the first date. Unless you want it to be the first date. That's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with a one night stand and all that. But if that's what it is, that's what it is. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Do you? But if you want to find the quote unquote right man, and it's still no guarantee, but if you want to try to find the right man, first of all, it'll be good for you just mentally and spiritually. And you don't give it up so soon. And if he can't wait, then you know he's not the right one. In theory, that's all I'm saying. I know it could be some BS, but it is what it is. But you understand what I'm saying, for real. It took my wife, she made me wait 2 to 3 months, for real. For real. I'm like, damn, that was back in 1998. 1998. She made me wait 2 to 3 months. Now, for the record, that was naturally unheard of. I ain't gonna lie. But I waited. And here we are today. It happens. But I digress. You ready, guest? You ready? Okay, all right. Well, listen, I digress. We can continue this on the other side if you want, but that's fine. My guest is here. I'm going to bring, let me see. Boom. I'm going to bring him on in. I wonder if I could switch these screens. I don't think if I can, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. We have with us today, this evening. Hopefully, he's done eating because he's live right now.
You better know it.
Yes, yes, yes. We have Thomas Legacy in the building,
What's
and
up,
I
y'all?
have no idea what he has in store for you guys.
Hmm.
I texted him yesterday and said, "Hey, you ready to go live or something? You got something for the people?" Because I haven't talked to him in about 3 or 4 days, probably longer than that. He's been busy. Shit, I've been busy doing what I've been doing. So yeah, but like I said, I promise to try to bring him here at least once a week, and I have delivered. Here he is, Thomas Legacy. What's going on with you, man?
What's up, y'all?
Yeah,
What's
we
up,
want to. Yes.
everybody? Hope everybody's
Yeah.
having a good day, being prosperous,
How
taking
was
the
your
next.
how was your week, man? How was your week? We ain't gonna jump right into business.
Man,
How was your week? What's going on?
the week has been very, very busy,
Mm-hmm.
exciting. Uh, a lot of research. Uh, it's been very fun.
Well, you like research, so
Yeah, like I said, Coach J, I went and copped a new truck probably
yeah,
last
yeah, I
week.
saw that. Yeah, well, you
Yeah,
showing out. I like that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I saw that.
yeah,
Yeah, I
and
haven't talked to you since. I saw the little YouTube. I saw it. Yeah,
yeah,
uh-huh.
and it wasn't even so much about the truck.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even about the truck. Put the truck aside, whatever. It was the fact that my sales rep, who I was dealing with, actually knows about the credit and the securitization market.
Oh yeah.
So test driving, we had a conversation. I actually had to stop by my house to pick up some cash. So we had a conversation the whole way through. And the conversation that we had, it wasn't so much where he was telling me something I didn't know. Some aspects he was, but he was confirming a lot of what I already knew. And that's more about the real what really goes down when you go purchase a car. Now I tell everybody this. I don't care if you have a credit score of 720 or if you have a credit score of 520.
Okay.
Everyone should get a vehicle through the subprime market. Do not go to these big nationwide dealerships.
Break that down. Talk to me. That sound what you just said was interesting. Talk to me. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, now when you're dealing with let's say, like a Mazda or Ford Explorer, like official dealership, right? Number one,
Mm-hmm.
the credit score that's needed has to be at least between a 670, 720. Okay,
Right.
720 or above. And this is the unspoken reason why you should not go to these major dealerships, because the major dealerships are only there primarily for leasing. That's why they always have new cars more than used, fresh off the lot. The
What?
reason why, yeah, because it's there for leasing. Leasing is a very lucrative market because it allows you to refinance every year. Now, the only ones that can actually lease are the ones, well, this camera is like confusing me. The only ones who can actually lease are the ones who have exceptional credit score. You know, when they say sign and drive, well
Yeah.
qualified buyers, sign and
Yeah.
drive, sign and drive.
I
Okay.
sold cars for several years. Yes, you are correct.
So you know
Yeah. New,
exactly.
new and used. Yes.
Yeah, but the new cars are really for the ones who are going to lease when you go to the new dealerships. Now, if they got a new and used dealership, the used dealership are it's pretty much a split. But the dealerships that deal with subprime, they don't care if your credit score is an 820 or if it's a 520. You're still going to be put in the car. You see what I'm saying? They're still
Right.
going to put you in the car. You're
Right.
still going to get that contract. Whereas major dealership, it's a lot of intricate stuff and bias that goes on. And what I was able to uncover through speaking to him is that, we know the same thing with a mortgage. It's the same thing with an asset-backed security. It's the same thing. It's the same, different players, same game. But the actual breakdown of the contract, the actual breakdown of who actually gets paid, the dealership, all the players in the game, for some reason, I'm looking at myself, but I'm looking at the major camera. I got to keep doing this because I can't. It's like it's too much close on my face on your end, so it's hard for me to structure myself in the camera. And
Right.
then on the back end, it's still good, but I
Yeah,
don't know if
you
y'all can
good
see.
right there. You good right there.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
you
right.
good right
So,
there.
all right, cool.
Yep.
So, with that being said, it really boils down to unless you have enough money to buy the car off the lot, and it's not even about having the money to buy a car off the lot, because even if you had 70 grand to buy a car off the lot, I would never tell anyone to put 70 down on a car unless it's on a vehicle that appreciates within the years. Bugatti, Rolls Royce, high-end Bentleys. Those are only cars you should buy 2023, 2024, straight up 2022 because they don't depreciate like the other cars. But if you had 70 grand to put on it, I would still tell you to get financing. I would still tell you to do that. And it's the best way to go. Now, from my reading and research this past week, it's kind of why I've been in the cubby hole. The auto contracts are set up to fail. You're set up to lose. You're set up. You is set up from the
Why you say that?
beginning.
Why you say that?
Okay, number one thing, the hidden finance charges.
Even though I
I,
do agree with you.
right. I've got a case, and it's out in, I think it's, yeah, Virginia as well, where the maximum finance charge is 23.99. No, it's 12% in Virginia. I looked at the contract, it's 23.99. The life of the loan is 66 payments. If that person did not understand that the dealership or the so-called lender went 12 and a half points over the maximum allowed by the statute, by the code of Virginia, that person would have paid $15,661 in extra hidden finance charges and penalties. Okay? This pays for the insurance. This pays for the credit default swaps. 15,000 more than they were supposed to really pay. 15 grand more. And that is what they're doing to 99.99% of the people. The extra hidden finance charge is added into the principal. Let me give you an example.
Hmm.
Let's say this, right? Let's say this. When you go get a car, let's say used dealership, let's go to a used car dealership. When you go purchase a vehicle, when they use their system, how they, ask you for your information, proof of payment, proof of income, whatever, they're only doing that to see how many payments they're going to get out of you. It's called a collection expectant score. That's what they use, all these dealerships. It's a collection expectant score, meaning they're not assessing whether the person really has the ability to pay back the loan. It's assessing how many payments we're going to get out of this person before default, how much we're going to get in late fees, repossession. If you're already calculating that in to your assessment and your score, then you already know that you have set the contract up for them to fail from the beginning. Now,
Right.
the average person is going to score anywhere between a 30 and 60 points. Please, audience, do not ask for this. Do not ask to see it because you will never know. This is the dealership's proprietary software. It's locked in their computers. So you can't go research this unless you go to a dealership and make a good connection with a person and they let you in on the inside, which is what happened to me. So, with that being said, yeah, no, I'm dead serious. We had a connection, had a good time. We started talking about family, credit, and we just eased into the information. And the dealer, the sales rep, he is actually willing to come on my Telegram group and talk about his knowledge of the car dealership and what really goes on.
Okay. Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. For sure.
listen, we have to network with these people. These people are not the enemies.
Right.
They're not the enemies. You have to go out there and network with these people. We know the contracts is BS. We know that. But the problem where people fail is we go into these situations already assuming that you was something done was wrong to you. When all actuality, no one did anything to you that you didn't allow them.
That
We
point.
sign our rights. We sign our rights away. We cannot come back and scream fraud if we sign them away due to ignorance. No, they're never supposed to tell you how to beat them. And a lot of people, well, they didn't tell me this. They didn't. Why would I tell you how to beat me?
Right. Exactly. Unless you're trying to tell them, yeah, exactly. You wouldn't. Right.
I
I
mean,
got
we got to start being realistic. If you don't do your research, but let me get back to the point I'm making.
you. Hmm.
So let me give you just an overview. I want to go get a Acura or Audi, and let's say a 2018 Audi, let's say 70,000 miles, pretty good. And the blue book and the black book that they use for the vehicle, let's say the car is worth 8 grand. No, let's say it's worth 10 grand. Give you an even number.
Okay.
Say the car is worth 10 grand. Okay. Now, if the car is worth 10 grand, the financing, let's say we're with Credit Acceptance Corporation, one of the major subprime lenders for autos. The credit acceptance is going to give that dealership 6,500 for that vehicle.
Damn.
This is when you go put your application in and all that. They're going to
Hmm.
give them 6,500 to the vehicle. Okay. The extra 3,500, that is your down payment. So anytime they tell you you need a down payment, that is making up the difference on the purchase price of the vehicle. That 20,000 that they may have showing for that vehicle, It's not even worth 20,000. Like I said, it's worth 10 grand, in which the finance company gave them 6,500. The extra
Mhm.
3,500 is going to be your down payment in your service contract. So you put $2,000 down, and then the add-on service contract comes up to 1,500, and that's
Mm.
part of the dealer's compensation. The down payment never goes to the bank. Your down payment goes to the dealership as part of their compensation for the vehicle because it's making up the difference of actually what the bank actually gave them. Now, why are they adding an extra 10 grand on it? Now, let me just, before I get to that question. So, if it's 6,500 that the credit acceptance paid for that vehicle, and they do their assessment, and they're expecting, remember, it's 20 grand for the car.
Mhm.
So they're already at a win and a profit, whether the person pays the car off or they make a certain amount of payments and they get repossessed or they sue for the rest.
Right. I
They
feel
only
you.
pay 6,500 for the vehicle. The principal balance is determined on their credit, how they score in the collection expected score. High risk borrowers, they're going to throw that extra 10 grand onto the principal, which brings the car up to 20,000. In all actuality, the car is only really worth 6,500.
Right. That they got. I got you.
So, understanding the model and the system that these lenders use is very key to understanding your rights and remedy. This is how they go about getting insurance taken out via the credit default swaps. So if you default, they get paid, but they still come after you.
Exactly.
How you're going to understand their model, I swear, I tried to look it up. There is no way on this God's green earth that they're going to tell you or show you the model that they use to assess these car auto loans. You can't Google it on YouTube. You can't Google it on the internet. You can't look it up in the SEC. That's their proprietary system that they use. And yes, when you go get a car, you act like the dealer's putting the application in, they're doing all that, but they're using that lender software to generate the application.
To generate, they basically generating their own security.
Yes, that's why you never get the application.
Right. That's funny.
You get the loan contract, you won't get the application. Your down payment is the dealer's compensation. It goes to the dealership. Now, what does this all mean? I'm gonna tell you something too, because I had another vehicle. I got multiple vehicles. I had another vehicle. I didn't want anymore. I called them back and said, "Hey, come pick it up," because I don't want it anymore. I'm gonna surrender it back to you. I already got that amount of the vehicle on my tax return. So either way, I don't even want the vehicle anymore. I called them, gave my information, because I sent my notice and my source documents to the dealership. The trustee of the trust that was issuing certificates backed by the car, the automobile, the certificate of title. I sent a copy to the CF, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and I sent a copy to the Accounts Management Department Regional Director at the IRS of the specific transaction in August. Now, I've been making payments on it, I don't know, since June with ease, no problem. Credit score been going up because I got that coming back at taxes anyway. I got it all coming back, so I ain't tripping. But what I did was I did issue them a security. I'm just going to say that. Don't ask for the name of the security because you're not going to get it. But I did issue them a security that represented my title, my interest in the proceeds, my interest in everything. And I sent it back to them. I sent it to the servicer, a copy to the servicer, Westlake. I sent the original to the collateral agent, the one that's responsible, the paying agent, collateral slash paying agent, who's responsible for paying the investors. I found out who one of the investors were, and I sent the copy to their address as well. Now, this is all dealing with the asset-backed securitization trust. The servicer just gets a copy. Who you really need to convince with your documents is the trustee of the trust and the collateral agent responsible for making the payments to the certificate holders, because they don't want you to alert the investors that they're even being scammed. It's not the CF. If I hear anybody on YouTube, if I get another email and someone keep talking about a goddamn CFO again, I'm going to reach through the apparatus and smack them. If I hear another goddamn CFO, which is another sovereign citizen redemption theory topic, because they used to talk about that in the late 1990s.
You actually read and actually said, I don't know if you said it here. Yeah, actually, you did say it here. Duh. Just go back and watch the previous videos, people. He already said, and he gave the reason why with the publication and all that. He already gave it on why he's making that
Hold on one
statement.
second. Yeah, yeah. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
But I want everybody to understand that I'm not trying to be funny, be an asshole.
No.
I'm not trying to be that. But I'm telling you, I spoke to a banker. Spoke to a banker. Do you know what it actually takes to get your mail at the CFO's desk and actually read it? Do you know what it actually takes? They don't take unsolicited mail. And then they got a secretary where all their mail goes to. The secretary screens it. Unless you're the CFO of a major corporation and they know what's coming, they will never get that mail. I was watching YouTube the other day. I hear someone teaching the class,
They
and you could
still
tell
playing
this
around.
person just you could tell the person just started a channel trying to make some money.
Uh-huh.
Because he's still talking about stuff that ain't worked since 1990. Right. It's just like, God, this is how disrespectful they are to the people that risked their lives, that went to jail, people that was on the other side, that came to this side, got indicted.
And it's
Now,
all old regurgitated shit.
all regurgitate, nothing new, no brand new. Joseph Bannister, the ex-retired IRS special agent, gun in the badge agent, who was a qualified CPA, who was with the Criminal Investigation Division. When he found out about the IRS's and the lack of authority to, to enforce income tax laws on every American, he did 2.5 years study after he seen I guess, a radio interview with DV Kid back in the 90s. This
Uh-huh.
man research had enough boxes full of research and documents to fill up every room in my house. This is an IRS agent, and this is 2.5 years after he watched DB Kid's interview. So for this is an IRS, ex IRS special agent. So for the people that's been just only been out here for 5, 6 months, why are you sending a document in? A highly qualified CPA, IRS special agent had to take 2.5 years and do his further study and research. You see what I'm saying? 2.5 years. And his study and research, he had a lot of resources and he went deep because he's trained to see the bullshit in
Yeah.
documents. He's
Uh-huh.
trained.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's trained. So I asked at first, I just, anyways.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when I went there, I told him, I said, listen, I got a new truck. We don't, my wife got a car. I got a, well, my brother's using another one. We got too many vehicles. We don't want to keep, I just don't want to, I'm just done with it. I'm just done with it. I'm done with it. You know, I just don't, it's no need for it. You know, no, just done with it. He put me on hold and he comes back and say, Mr. Thomas, you got insurance and we can get the insurance to pay off the vehicle. I said, no, 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 no. No, the insurance I got, it's only like if I get in an accident, no, I don't got. He said, no, 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 no. You got insurance with us. That's what he said. So I'm like, insurance with y'all?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, what you mean I got insurance? So I'm lost. I said, hold on, hold on. I was like, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. What do you mean I got insurance with y'all? I got Geico. But he said, no, 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 not that insurance. You got insurance with us. So I said, what insurance? He said, you said something in about August 25th, dated August 25th. So I'm like, I immediately said, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I had to go back in my mental Rolodex and remember, that's the documents I sent in, the assignment. I did the assignment of my equitable interest over to them.
Okay. This getting interesting now. Okay.
Yeah. So
So
I did. I assigned my equitable interest because I told them this. Yes, you have a security interest. Yes, you signed a well, I said this do my proxy, I'm sorry, my private bank estate and trust, I signed all my interests over to that. My private bank estate and trust is acting on the power of appointment. So they can hire third parties to represent me if they want. It just so happened I have my own accrual accounting collection agency, which is utilized to collect all equitable interest funds and shit that's due, you know what I'm saying, to the principal. So I utilized my accrual accounting collection agency for that purpose. So what I did was I created a security which represented my equitable interest in the proceeds that generated from the asset-backed securitization trust from the certificates that they were selling backed by my property. And one main thing that I brought up that turned it on its head was no, Westlake did not loan me any money. Westlake purchased the contract, meaning I'm an undisclosed third party investor to this investment contract. Yes, the bombshell is now out. Your auto retail contracts, your mortgage contracts are disguised. They're really investment contracts. You have to now read the Supreme Court and Howey test. And it's a four-pronged test. I think it's three or four. Four-pronged test, which any security contract is an investment contract. You have to read the Investment Act with the SEC of 1934. A lot of y'all come up with this negotiable instrument shit. You're in a securities investment contract. You need to study the SEC laws and the trust laws because that's what governs that. UCC 8 governs your mortgage, governs your automobile,
uh-huh.
governs your credit card. You're
Uh-huh.
not a negotiable instrument transaction. You're in a securities transaction. And that's the problem with this Patriot community. They have no idea about securities. They have no idea about the SEC Investment Act,
Mm-hmm.
Investment Company Act. They have no idea that your promissory note is not a note. So when people say, my signature on the note provided the funds, my signature on the note provided the funds, people still say that now. You're wrong. That's how I know you have no clue what's really going on because your signature on a note, you think it's a note, it's not a note, it's a security. So if
Yeah.
you're dealing with a security, it's a total difference. When you have a note, as far as a note negotiable instrument, then yes, your signature provides the electricity for the funds. But when you're on a with a promissory note, that's a security, your signature, you're nothing but the guarantor, the accommodation party. It's a difference.
Mm.
It's a difference. The
Okay.
accommodation party provides no credit. And here's another thing. For anyone that makes the argument that says that my signature on the note provided the credit, my signature on this provided the credit. This is a tell. If you hear any y'all, if y'all hear anyone else talking about it, this is how you're gonna know. Because what they're supposed to really be saying is my signature on the note created the trust. You're dealing with a
Mm.
trust instrument.
Okay.
And they know 99.99% of people don't know this. That's why they always lose.
Yeah, it ain't too many people here. The ones that heard what you just said was
Yeah.
huge. Hopefully they got it. That's all I'm gonna say. You always saying some good shit. You really are. But again, yeah, I'm not going there. But yeah, shit,
No, but
because you sure just said something on that last part for real.
man, Otis,
What's up?
the astute of the astute
Let's listen.
will have to pick that up.
Yeah, but still great information
It's
nonetheless.
good information. You have to do your
Yeah,
research, but it ain't something you can just
yeah.
pick up and go run with it tomorrow. Hell fucking no. Hell no. No. So he comes back on the phone. I said, yeah, I sent some documents.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what I sent around the time. I had to remember it. I just say yeah because I didn't want to say no. So he says, okay, I'm gonna transfer you to our insurance department. Comes to find out, when I signed my equitable interest over, they went and got an insurance out on that instrument because I did not word it as full set off and payment, settlement and payment. I remember I worded it as in
What?
exchange for the periodic payments. Yes, I know. Yeah, I know. I know. That was a mistake I made. Yeah. It was exchanged for the periodic payments. Now, what they did with that periodic quote unquote monthly payments was they didn't remember they got a derivative out on it, what is called a credit default swap. So they was going to allow me to continue to make payments. Remember, this is August, September, October, November, December, January, February. They never told me anything because they went and got a credit default swap. Because when I sent the instrument in, I knew that's what they were going to do. So I assigned my equitable interest in that over to them.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? I already knew that because I studied them and I know how they operate. See, I didn't just jump out there and start doing shit. I study how they move. That's the problem. You got to study these people how they move. So when you put your documents together, you already know their next step, what they're going to do. So I already assigned my equitable interest in that. So guess what happens? They wasn't going to say nothing. You making payments, they ain't going to say nothing. But as soon as I said I don't want to make a payment no more, it's over with, that's when they brought the insurance up
Uh,
because I already secured my default. I got insurance. It's called really, I didn't know the exact name that I did, but I know now. I went and set my securities in, liquidated my interest in the proceeds,
uh-huh.
but having it being represented by security, and I went and got credit insurance out. So if I default, you get paid. The difference is a lot of people, a lot of banks and mortgages and car notes, they do that, but they don't know. See, I know. So I let them know I know. So now If I default, you're just going to go to the credit insurance that I've already created with the security, and you're going to go get it from that. Listen, they don't even want the vehicle back. Talking to them too late. They said, "Don't worry about. We'll contact you in a couple of days." They don't even want the vehicle back. I told them, "I don't want it. Come get it. I don't even want it. What you want me to do?"
And it's
They
not going to
basically said,
reflect on your credit
"Nope,
report.
nope." Basically,
Because
you know what they
I know what
basic,
you're talking about. I promise
you
I
know,
do.
right? You know what they basically said, nigga. You bought this vehicle already. It's already paid for.
And based on what you did for us, the assignment, and with that security and the all right, yeah. Because you know that once they got that security, and I don't even know, yeah, once they got that security, they automatically, quote unquote, for lack of a better phrase, cashed it in. They already
Of course,
they already tied to it. So it's the
yeah,
yeah, I got you. And they
right,
was hoping that you didn't know how to pull from it or to bring it back to the account.
right,
That's all it
right.
is. That's
And
yeah, and I know
and you're
exactly.
right. And I
Yeah.
stumbled across it when I told her to come pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's how I stumbled across it. See, I stumbled across it. I don't even want it no. It's in good condition. I just don't want it anymore. So they said, "Oh no, shit, you already paid for this."
Right.
Yeah, but they wasn't going to tell me.
They ain't say that, but that's what they. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because they're not in a rush to come pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to pick it up because I already paid for it.
Mm.
You want to know? Want to know? Let me give you a scenario. What happens once again when you get in a car accident and your car gets totaled and your insurance company writes you a check for it? Insurance writes you a check for the car. Whose car is it now? It's the insurance.
Mm.
The insurance
Yeah.
actually be having all
Yeah.
the claims. It don't be the
Right.
fucking
And then
banks and
they
stuff.
yeah. Mm.
They ain't got no claim. Prime example. The sales rep I was dealing with, he came, I told him, he gave me a story about, I was asking about his Apple Watch. He said, "Oh yeah, it got stolen the night when they came in here, broke into it, and stole two cars." So I asked,
Okay.
I said, "Well, you found the cars?" He said, "Well, yeah, one was in DC, the other was, yeah, we found both of them in DC. One was in good condition, the other one was total."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Damn, did you, yeah, get the car, yeah, get it restored?" I'm asking what they do with the cars. He
Right.
said, "Man, one was good condition, other was fucked up, but by then, what I'm saying, insurance already paid this out for us, so we ain't have." So I said, "So when insurance paid you out, they basically owned the car." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, yeah, that's how I go."
Mm-hmm. And
But
it is
they don't
how it go.
need they need it. People got to catch on what I'm saying. I just dropped another bombshell in the most subtle way, but
They'll
you got
get
to
it. They'll
catch
go
it.
back. Yeah, they'll get it. They'll go back and re-listen to it.
Why you think they don't want what's the last thing they want you to do? What's the last thing they want? I read the Automobiles Receivables Trust for Westlake. I read that before I even sent my presentment in. Their
Uh-huh.
sole purpose is to prevent vehicles from being 91 days past due. Because by that time, the insurance pays them out, and the insurance now owns the vehicle, not their trust anymore. Y'all needs,
Ooh.
oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Ooh.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So they don't own
Ooh.
it, they own it. Where the real party interest at? Tell the real party interest come with the claim, not y'all. That's what I be saying.
God,
Like,
you just said something.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
understand.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I'm telling. They told me this at the dealership. What happens
But just the
when you go
verbiage,
91 days?
but just the verbiage of you saying assigning all rights, title, and interest, because I said it before, way before you even, before I even knew of a Lamont Thomas, and but it's that language, and I understand what you're saying, and I understand about even though we ain't even talked about this, I promise you we
Right.
haven't. I don't know what security you're talking about, but I know what I would use, and I didn't even talk to you, but I could imagine what you did along. So that's there. So like, yeah, I already. So I know exactly what's going on. Yeah,
This is another thing.
wow.
This why you think when you go get a car, they give you 30 days to make your first payment because that's your chance to really set it off within that 30 days.
Mm.
Read your contract. You granted security interest in the proceeds, in the insurance proceeds. They tell you right there in the contract. They
The
tell you
verbiage is in there. Everybody
it's
go
already
back and
there.
read your contract. That
Read your
verbiage is
contract.
in there. I
I
promise you,
said,
man.
oh, you do? Now all you do, all I do is just go express it to them. Hey, here's the security that represents the interest I
You just
signed
said it.
over.
You just said it. Because it's a trust.
It's a
It's an express
trust.
trust, and then you take the assignment. Man, look at here. Yeah,
Right.
I already got it.
That's right. That's why they give you 30 days. In a trust, they give you 30 days to rebut. That's why you got 30 days. And remember, and this is another thing that they told me, which I already knew. Right now, when you first get the drive off the lot with the car until you make your first payment, there is no contract yet. It's a futures contract because you're going to perform in the future. It's a futures
Promise, yeah,
contract.
promise to pay.
Yeah, it's a future. There ain't even no contract right now because there
Mm-hmm.
ain't been no performance yet. The minute you make that first payment, you have agreed to perform to the terms of this agreement. You haven't made the payment yet. So you got a chance to assign this. You can get the card set off in 30 days before you ever make the first payment. That's what I'm doing now. I'm almost done with mine. I'll be sending it out Monday without
Or,
ever making the first payment.
mm, or let me know how that go.
Yeah,
Ah!
I definitely will. But here's the thing, though. Like, if you don't understand trust law, if you don't understand every signature that you sign, you're creating a trust. If you don't understand securities, if you don't understand futures contracts, if you don't understand credit default swaps, if you don't understand debt equity swaps, if you don't understand and start reading the 8K filings on their SEC website when they're proposing to issue notes and securities backed by the future automobile loan or mortgage loan contracts, which is called a forward sale contract, a futures contract. If you don't understand that, those securities laws dealing with those type of securities, you don't understand Wall Street, you don't understand the financial markets, how they really run. Everything's run off a future security contract. If you don't study Enron, the securitization, which exposed it, if you don't understand securitization in within itself, if you don't understand the banking laws, the financial laws, I'm telling you, you may think you know a lot, you may think you know enough, but you're light years away for real.
That Amron was a good one too. All
That Enron,
everything he just cited, everything he just cited seriously, and just seriously go back and rewatch this. No BS. Everything that he just cited, every publication, every whatever, seriously, it's worth going back. No BS for real, and just reading it. I'm letting you know right now, it's not going to be an overnight thing, but just go read those things because seriously, especially that
right?
Enron, because
That
that
Enron series,
foundation. It's like a
yes,
yeah. So for real, so yeah, it's
that
very
Enron was
important,
serious.
and it's going to help you with the overstanding. It really is. No
And,
BS. It's going to help you with the
and,
overstanding.
and guess what? For all the people that are proponents of only getting a remedy in the private, you gotta stay in the private. You gotta stay in the private. Yeah, whatever. And notice I ain't mentioned nothing but no IRS.
Mm.
This ain't got nothing to do with IRS. Getting a remedy right in the public. Understanding trust law, understanding securities. You don't need to wait around for the IRS all year. You see them once a year. This is how you get a remedy in the public. The asset back, that's the next class. I think that's Saturday. The asset back securitization trust dealing with automobile. It's nothing but that. But I'm telling y'all, you have to understand and step into these people's world. Step into the SEC. Read the 8K filings. Read the 10K filings. Read the master pooling and service agreement. Read the sales and service agreement with these people that they have with each other. You have to understand this side of the game. I'm gonna be honest with you too. I'm actually quite tired of people thinking they can just get by just on the private side.
What do you mean by that?
And everybody just thinking when they listen,
Yeah, well, yeah,
let me
well,
just
talk
say
about
this.
it.
You know what private side means? Yeah. Thinking you can nah for real.
That's why I'm
Th-
laughing. I'm just,
Thinking you can get everything done with a status correction. Just because you change your status, it means something. Just because you started off in the contract as Michael Johnson, you know, got in over your head. Now you want to change your name to Michael Al Shabazz El Bay and
don't go
tell them
bad.
no.
Don't go ahead. Don't go bad. Man, yeah, go ahead. Do you? I don't care. Yeah, go ahead. Cause point. Yeah.
No, I'm saying by saying my name is not Michael Johnson. My name is Michael El Shabazz El Bay. I don't. This is not me. I'm the living blood. Yeah, that private side stuff.
I got you.
Listen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Or thinking that you don't have to go to the public to get your remedy.
Uh,
People
I'm
are
glad you
one
said that.
sided in
Hold
their
on, hold on, hold on. Yeah,
studies,
I'm
bro.
glad you said that. I'm glad you
Go
said
ahead.
that. Yeah, I'm glad you said. No, I want to cut you off because I want to say something.
No, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm glad you said that part about not. A lot of people do. A lot of people in this private world, they do believe, or let me say private world, in this lifestyle. A lot of them do believe, because I used to be one of them. Believe that you don't have to and are not supposed to deal with the public in any way to seek your remedy. But when I tell you that it's so far from the truth, and let me tell you
Yes.
why, and let me
Sheesh.
educate you
Yep.
right now for those
Go
that
ahead.
are listening. Wow. And it's so funny you said that, man. It's so funny you said that.
Facts.
I came across something during my studies this week. I really did. I'm sorry, somebody just text me and called me a chicken. But I I digress. It's funny. It's a little inside joke. But
Uh,
seriously, I did my research, and you can learn every day. Within my research, I went down another rabbit hole, and of course, people that's watching me, or some of you know how I got my remedy back this past September 25th. But what I also did, I realized that, and let me start rambling. If you have, which I encourage you to get, you need this. You need a living trust. You need a living trust. I already went over this. You need one. And with that living trust, the first thing you need to do, well, one of the things, it's not the first thing. One of the things you need to do is after you get your living trust and you get it all in order, that's where what that statement that Lamar said is so true, that you have to deal with the public. You have to get that living trust registered with
mm-hmm,
the probate court. Now, I'm gonna get my
mm-hmm.
own self a
Yeah.
sound effect on that. Now,
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't know of anyone within this space who just told you what I told you. I could be wrong, and if I am, I apologize. And if someone else has said that, please drop their name in the chat because I'm curious. Yes,
I did.
I know some
I sent one
people.
to my group.
I
I
know
sent one
some
to my group.
people. Okay, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Some
But
people.
not public, not public like this. It was
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah,
my
yeah,
little
yeah.
Telegram group.
But most people that I know, some people don't even talk about the living revocable trust. They talk about other trusts.
Nope.
I'm talking about the living revocable trust. I shouldn't be
Yep.
the most powerful, one of the
Yep.
most powerful trusts where you can hold all
It's
three positions. And I already told
Inter
you
Vivus,
out of
Inter Vivus Vivos.
the Beavis
Uh,
trust. Man, stop
you better
stealing
know
my
it.
boy. Stop stealing my
No.
boy. Stop
The
it.
IRS tells you
Listen,
that's the trust you need to have.
listen. And I listen. You need to get you a living revocable trust. I have one. Click on the QVR code and I show you exactly what to do with it. I really do, because you're not paying for the trust. You're going to get a trust from anyone. You're paying for the information I'm going to tell you.
It's
And right now,
set up.
I'm telling you the most important part right here for free, because I don't care. Because if without, you don't know how to even set it up. So me telling you ain't going to do you no good. I hope you figure it out though. And I don't mean that in a hateful way. I really hope you do. For real. But once you get it set up and you get everything structured the right way, I want to say too much, but I'm going to tell you enough. Once you get that living revocable trust set up, and if you remember how I told you how I had mine set up, because I'm not going to say it again, but please go back and listen to my other videos. I already told you how I had mine set up for us the structure. I already said that. But with that being said, take that living revocable trust and go get it registered in the probate court. Now, to the astute,
And bond that motherfucker. Bond that motherfucker. Send that security in with the probate court.
I shouldn't even say this, but I'm going to say this. But to the astute, if you understood what I just said, and you know what a Schedule A is.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
That's all
That's
I'm going to
schedule.
say.
You
I
get
just
that.
gave you something.
You get that Schedule A.
Huge.
You get that Schedule A in there.
I just gave you something. If you need a trust, click on the QVR code. It's back there
But
with a 30-minute consultation. If you already got one, do your thing. I wish you well. And I just gave you a huge jewel. And you need the public side to get that going.
I told you. Everybody keep thinking you got to stick in the private.
Today, well, y'all came across that 2 days ago. And that, woo. Okay.
All this private side. Listen, do not let your don't let these sovereign citizen these other people tell the public the public the public. And I'm gonna tell you this.
Hey, can I say this before
go ahead.
I hope something just came over me, and I'm not
Go
even
ahead.
trying to be funny. This
Go
is
ahead.
a disclaimer. Something just came over me, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. What I just said, it is true, but I left out a whole lot of stuff. But the pertinent stuff I already said. I'm not going to say it again because something just came over me. I'm begging you, do not make a move dealing with the probate court and a living revocable trust if you do not know what you're doing.
Hell no. You playing games.
That from the bottom of my heart.
Trust fraud, securities fraud.
Do
playing.
not. Now, it can be done, but I'm telling you as a disclaimer, I'm telling you right now, don't take your living trust that you have, which I'm not trying to be funny. I could be totally wrong, and I doubt you got it set up right. I doubt it. But if you do, because again, they're all over the place. They're all over the place. And if you do, I hope and I pray that you did it correctly and you have everything lined up right. But if you have even of a question about and you don't feel sure about it, I promise you, don't mess with it. And all I wanted to say, because there's nothing to play with. But if you know how to stand on your square and you got it and you know what you got and you can stand on your square and you got your Schedule A and everything else together with it, then yeah, you good. I just wanted to say that. But go ahead and continue, man.
I'm gonna tell everybody this. Whatever reason why you want to get the knowledge information, I'm gonna tell you this. The people that are successful in this are the ones who do not fly too close to the sun. And I'm gonna say this. Do not let any outside factors be the motivating reason why you even want to learn this system. got mortgage, they're trying to foreclose, they're trying to repo. Don't let that be the reason why you want to learn, because I'm telling you like this, you're going to have an even harder time getting it. The system is going to move how it moves. Don't put any, be prepared for your remedy to come anywhere between 30 days to 5 years.
I'm glad you said you said 30 days.
Any 30, 30 days or 5 years.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I got
It
you.
could come anywhere in between that.
And based on what the remedy is, 5 years is good for real. If
That's
based
an
on
absolute fact. That's
yeah,
basically what it is. That's
I
cool.
just said that it's based on what it is. But the point
Right.
is to get to that 5 year point or that 5 year mark is going to take a lot of head
Time.
busting, a lot of
Right.
stumbling, a lot of
Right.
reading, a lot of
Right.
comprehending, and
Right.
all of that. And then
Right.
and only then you're able to see that victory. We're not, and again, and I know again, this always comes across like when we're talking to the people, I know it. It always seems like we're coming across like this is a difficult task that
It
only
is. It is.
I'm
It
glad
is.
you said it.
It is.
I'm
You
glad
swimming with the sharks.
I'm
You
glad you
swimming with the biggest sharks. You
I'm
swimming
glad
with
you
the
said it.
biggest sharks, the crooks. You going, it's like
I'm glad you said
a
it.
lot of people, you tadpoles, and you want to jump into a shark infested water to get a remedy. You're swimming with the biggest sharks. And I don't give it, even if your documents are right, they're still going to fight. They're still going to fight. They're going to ignore you. They're going to fight.
Right.
Whoever told you this is a 30, 60, whoever told you I'm way behind on my electric, come to these spaces, on way behind on this, I'm way behind on that, come to these spaces, they told you wrong.
We have 17
They,
people watching right now, for real.
no,
Let's
I'm telling you.
no, hear me. I want to hear this. I want to do this. No, we good. We good. We have 17 people right now. Out of the 17 people right now, if you had a remedy doing this lifestyle, could you honestly put in the chat by the number how long did it take? If it's 2 years, just put 2, 3 years or whatever, or and be real about it, for real. And if it's more than one remedy, put if it how soon how long did it take for your fastest remedy, and how long did it take for your longest remedy? I'm just curious. I can straight tell you mine. My shortest remedy that I could know of and acknowledge and know probably around 90 days. And that's honestly if I could acknowledge it. The longest 3 years.
But the longest usually come first before. Mine was like 2.5 years the first time, but as of years dealing with them, the shortest was like 30 days, 45 days.
Okay.
That's after the years of going back and forth with them though.
Right. I got you. Yeah. I
Yeah.
got you. But
Oh
not
no.
but not right off the cuff.
Oh hell no.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Hell nah.
That's what I'm
Off
saying.
the break? Oh hell
You
no.
know, and
Hell to
like,
the no.
yeah, and it all depends on what you're doing and what you have going on. Because a lot of people wasn't doing the stuff that I was doing. I mean, you
Right.
can joke around and call it squatting all you want. That word don't bother me. I knew what I was doing, and they knew what I was doing too. That's why I ain't never get like.
Oh, by the way, oh yeah,
So I mean,
they let me on their podcast that night. I think they made it members only. They let me on.
really,
They let me on. Yes.
I didn't hear nothing. Damn, I
Him
didn't.
and all Midwest and all his people, they let me. I stepped into theirs. Yeah, he finally let me on. I'm gonna talk to you private about that though. I'm not gonna talk
Okay,
about it now.
okay, yeah, because
I'm gonna
yeah,
talk to you. Yeah, I don't want that's
yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow about that. You hear me?
Okay, call me. All you do is call
Because
me.
I need to talk to you anyway. So
Okay.
yeah. But
Anyway, but yeah,
uh yeah,
but
but I'm telling everybody this. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling, and it's not just got to be for anybody here specific. If you
Yeah.
know anyone that's looking into this, please tell them. If you're coming over here, please be prepared to run the marathon and not the sprint. I'm not
And let
saying
me
every
say this
situation is
too.
going to take 5 years, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying you
But
got to be
can
prepared
you
to
be clear
fight.
can you be clear when you say over here? You mean Thomas Legacy information, correct?
Thomas, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Thomas
Yeah.
Legacy, or yeah, yes,
Yeah.
Thomas
I don't
like
want
with
them to
me,
think. I don't want them to think you
right?
went
Okay,
over
yeah,
here.
Yeah, Thomas Legacy with me.
Hmm.
Please be prepared to run the marathon. I've had cases where the remedy came in 8 months. I had a cases where it came in 45 days. I had a cases where we still at it. You just cannot predict when it will come because everybody's situation is different. You know
Right.
what they say? There's no such thing as a same tax form, identical tax form.
Mhm.
It's just it is what it is. The thing
And
is,
also too, as another disclaimer, this needs to be said. This is not. This is what Thomas Legacy, aka Lamont, is talking about, which is
right,
very good with foundational
right.
backing and everything. It
These are
really
my
is.
thoughts. My thoughts.
It's his thoughts, and it's a way. It's
Anyway,
not
yeah.
the way. It's a way. So I
Man,
like to
it's
say,
about
and it,
5,000 ways
yes,
to get a remedy.
man,
I know
come
a
on,
person that gets remedy and doesn't do nothing with the IRS, don't do nothing.
yeah,
It's just five, it's too many different ways to get
yes,
a remedy to sit here and say
right.
one
You
particular way is the
see,
right
Dave, you
way.
know you have to say that because people were swerving down that you, or not just you, but anyone that has something going with success, they're going around saying that this is the way. And I don't want people
No,
to put that tag on you. We are well
no.
aware, and you are well aware that this is not the way. This is more than, like you said, thousands of ways to get a remedy with foundational background, with the statutes, with the codes, with the acts, all that, whatever you, and that's great. And what I like about it for real, you have the foundational backing to support it. You have the literature to support what you're saying. And what I like about it, it's all public information.
Yeah.
It's all
There's no,
public.
yeah, there's no secret. I don't have a secret agreement with these mortgage companies. I don't got a secret agreement with the IRS. I don't got no secret agreement.
Right,
They'll treat me just like anybody else.
right. Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell, but I will say this though. If I truly believed my way was the only way, I wouldn't be talking about multiple topics as I do.
Hmm.
I talk
Yeah.
about multiple topics because there's remedies in multiple ways, and I don't ever want anyone to get complacent about thinking your remedy is only going to come in one way. No,
Hmm.
no, your remedies can come in multiple different ways. No, but for everybody that's tuning in, you have to understand, y'all, this ain't a process. This is a way of life. When the
Right.
cameras go off, I do this shit in real life. I'm out there in the field networking. I'm out there in the real with businesses, dealerships, networking. I'm networking. I do it in real life. Don't You'll study as much as you energy that you put in everything in life. The same energy should be in the studying and the research. Everybody should be putting in the 30 to 40 hours a week of studying outside of your job.
Most definitely. Yeah. If
Meaning
you
you only got time
listen,
for your job,
yep.
your family,
Yep.
and studying. That's
But
it.
here's the lifestyle. I'm telling you, if you're not coming home from your job or while you're at work, if you can, without getting in trouble, listening
Mm-hmm.
to it on earbud.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not
Mm-hmm.
riding in your car, instead
Mm-hmm.
of listening
Mm-hmm.
to XM, I mean Sirius XM,
Mm-hmm.
you're not listening
Mm-hmm.
to audio of
Mm-hmm.
what somebody's. If
Mm-hmm.
you're not doing that on a regular
Mm-hmm.
basis so much, where your wife or your
Mm-hmm.
other significant other is telling you, "Hey, stop that. We about to go do something." If that's not
Mm-hmm.
happening,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying
Mm-hmm.
nothing. I'm just saying
Mm-hmm.
this
You ain't
is
ready.
truly, truly a lifestyle. Everything comes with it: anxiety, failures, successes, sleepless nights,
Mm-hmm.
wonderful days,
Mm-hmm.
all that is encumbrance of this beautiful lifestyle, all of it. And it doesn't end, it continues. I promise you, to contract is endless. When you think you have a remedy, when you will, you do have a remedy. You do. I'm not gonna say you think you have your remedy, but guess what? They're going to come again with another type of way or some type of form or fashion. And you have to know exactly, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Know what you did, know why you did it. Sometimes you might have to deviate just a little bit. What I mean by that, you might need to add something onto it as a little bit more sauce, like what I told you earlier today about the living
Mm-hmm.
revocable trust is huge
Mm-hmm.
if you know what yes. So that I mean, yes, all that plays a part. It really does, but it's a beautiful, beautiful lifestyle. I can't stress this
Let me
enough,
tell
man.
you
It is a
this.
lifestyle. Talk to me.
Let me tell you this before I go. Let me tell you this before I go,
Hmm.
because I gotta go in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Um, I I'm not gonna say a man or a female. I was gonna say a person got a consultation from me, and during the consultation, every time I would bring up, different tax forms that could probably be utilized different ways, that person always asks, "Well, how would I go about filling that out?" I go, I'd be like, "Such and such." You don't even have to. You gotta see. All you want to do is just fill stuff out. So you need to get an understanding. Well, I heard you just talk about this, or and I say you brought up the OIDs. I said, yes, the OIDs does work. The OIDs do work. You got to have certain forms attached to the OID. You got to have a source document attached to the OID. What's the next question? Well, what are the forms would you need? What are the forms do you need? I said, man, if you want to know what forms you need, you want to need at least the 1832 or the 8281. You may need both. You may need another one on top of that. It all depends on your situation. She said, well, I just got this major something going on right now, and it's just killing me. And if I could just get this in front of me, I said, man, it doesn't matter what the situation is. The process not gonna move any faster. I'm just telling you. And that's how you know when they don't want to hear what you're saying. The reality is all a That's how they respond to say mm-hmm. And come lo and behold, I said, listen, you about to get off this phone with me. You about to start filing a whole bunch of forms that you don't really understand, and you're just gonna shoot it out there because I know you. You probably done shot. She said, well, I done tried this and that. That's your problem. You're chasing the remedy instead of chasing the understanding. The understanding brings, when you understand, the remedy is easy. But very few people is willing to sit down and do the vigorous studying, the vigorous research, the vigorous understanding to do it every day, every day, every day, every day, every day to make it a habit. Very few people will.
Hmm.
Out of 100%, only 2% will. So I knew, guess what?
What?
About 12 days ago,
Uh-huh.
hit me in a private message. You were so right. I should have listened to you. I should have listened because I did file such and such form, and the IRS hit me with a $25,000 bill. Oh, please, if you can help me, I swear I'll be a good student. I'll study. I won't send no more documents out. Please help me.
Are you serious, man?
I'm not lying. Hit her with a $25,000 bill on that form.
Now, if I may, if
Yeah,
I may,
yeah, go ahead.
and that was a telling story because if that is not a true definition of what a consultation is and should be, and what people assume a consultation is. Now, a lot of that I do blame that on the alleged or the alleged guru or the teacher or whatever title you want to
Yeah,
use.
yeah,
But I know for
yeah.
a fact, based on what I've said since I started doing consultations, and I also know what you have said as well. A consultation is not you paying X amount of dollars, and within that consultation, we're going to show you how to fill out a particular form step
No,
by step, line by line, and this is going to work. We guarantee you this is
nope,
going to work. That's what you people think a consultation is. And that is not
nope,
what a consultation is. And if
nope,
that's what that teacher or that person is selling you and telling you that's what that is, they're wrong. And please, I'm letting you know right now, don't buy that. The consultation merely is what consultations are. Like when you go to a dentist or when you go to a lawyer's office. The consultation is
you're
you
seeking
talking
guidance.
about the case or the situation, your teeth that you're about to get
Yes,
surgery done on, telling you what could possibly happen, what's going to be done, things
right,
like that.
right.
But in this situation, and in his situation, the consultation would be the
Yeah.
foundation of what's going on. Yes, these forms are used, but we're not nowhere near you ready to use these forms. You need to
And I told her,
understand.
I told her, I told her, I said, I don't, I'm not even going to tell you how to fill it out because you have no understanding. You don't know how to back it. I'm telling you, do not get off this phone and go immediately fill these forms out. I'm telling you, do
And
not
just
play
listen to the
around.
consultation that I'm trying to give you. Just listen to me so I can steer you in the
I,
right direction.
man, I spent didn't want to hear about the congressional records that I go. Didn't want to hear about the statue I was showing. Didn't want to hear nothing. Only thing we want to hear was how do I fill this form out? I need to fill this form so I can hear it, get it sent off. I said I'm not going to do that because I'm telling you, it's not going to work how you think it worked. And come lo and behold, I got a long message.
Wow. And I
I
hate they went
saw,
through it, man. I don't wish it on anybody.
yeah,
I really
I
don't. I
don't,
don't wish it on
I
anybody,
don't,
bro. But
I
that
don't.
happens. How many times?
But it happens.
It happens all the time. It, I'm not gonna even
I,
lie. At times, you have to be honest. At times, I've done it. Now, I didn't get that pushback like that, but I have gotten frivolous letters from the IRS. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And if those that who have listened to me in the past, I told you how I took care of it because after that happened, my overstanding, I definitely took care of it. But prior to that, yes, I was definitely like that. I'm not gonna lie. But man, but
man,
I didn't have guidance. I didn't have someone tell me to, hey, don't do that. You need to read this first and go get this understanding and go read this too and get that foundation and then go read that. And then we could possibly have a discussion. I never had nobody to tell me that. I'm not gonna even lie.
mm, I-
You know what I'm saying? But
and that's what I told her. And I said, listen, there is nothing I can do and tell you on your phone, on this phone right now, that's going to change your immediate situation in a time frame where you need it to be changed. There's
right.
absolutely nothing I can
That part
do.
right there. That
So
part right
let's
there.
just lay the foundation for future references. Oh, now didn't want to hear that. I need something now. I said, I'm there's nothing I can tell you now. And then, oh, I should have listened. Now I got a 25,000. They're gonna take my whole refund this year. I
Yeah.
can't
Oh, they,
pay that.
they
Oh,
gone.
I should
Oh,
have
they
listened.
gone out the
Now
gate.
they don't even have a refund this year. They don't even have a refund because they got the letter. They got the letter after they filed their taxes. You talking
Yeah.
about
Oh, that's
sit
gone.
with it
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
records,
Oh, yeah. That's
refund
gone.
gone
Oh, that's
for
gone.
not listening. For not listening.
Mm.
And that's the problem when you come to these spaces and you're not coming just to learn, you're coming because you have an underlying
Situation. Yeah.
situation that you want taken care of. It never works out good. I tell people this all the
Yeah.
time. Do you not realize where you're at? You not
I know.
realize what you're
Yeah.
trying to. I
And
tell
like
you,
I said,
and it's so sad. It was so unfortunate, so sad. And I called the person. I said, "Hey, man, unfortunately, you got that news, but all I said was just take this as a learning lesson. Take this as a learning." That's what I said. I said,
yeah,
take this as a learning lesson. I said, just take it as a learning lesson. This is, and me, I didn't offer any way to help because I'm not going to,
because
because
if you and
they
you can,
need
and
to
yeah,
see this. They need to go through this. They need to so take it serious because this is how desperate this person is. There any way you can help? I'm dead broke. I've done to spend 3,000 on this last little status correction thing, and it didn't help. It's any way we can help. I paid with a 1099. I
three
said,
thousand
ma'am,
dollars.
yeah, 3,000 accumulated. See,
Oh, okay.
she spent pretty much they spent $3,000 on someone that told them what they wanted to hear. Right.
Yeah, we
So
all
now
done.
these,
Yeah,
yeah,
we all.
and
Yeah,
which is good.
hey, listen,
Right,
I hear
right.
you. But again,
I
you
get
said it. It's all
right.
out of It's all out of this. A lot of First of all, the majority of us come into this lifestyle out of desperation. Unfortunately,
L- Luckily for
now,
me, I was in a place where I had three hots in the cots. I didn't have to worry about
yeah,
no bills,
yeah. So
so I
again, a
had the
lot of
time
people,
to
yeah,
really.
yeah. Your situation is totally different, and
Right.
and,
I'm
and
so
some of
happy
us
though.
and some of us, and let's keep it real. And I'm not gonna lie, you said it, even though we already knew it, but we just needed to hear it. Some of us chose to get in this lifestyle by way of not honoring our obligations.
Oh, that's a fact. Put themselves to this on purpose and want to use this as a way to get out of their
Yeah,
obligation. That's
and
another one.
I'm one of those. So when you say that, it hurts to hear it, but you still have to look yourself in the mirror and wash your face and clean your nose, brush your teeth, and you got to see, and you got to get the boogers out your eye. And if you're really doing
Right.
that, you got to look at yourself. You're like, damn. And but with that being said, but with that being said, there is light at the end of the tunnel. If you in it, you in it.
It's always. Yeah,
If you
it's
10
always
toes
it.
down, you 10 toes down. You in it.
But that's a fact. But oh,
So
guess what
and you
she
got to keep
asked
it.
me to do? Guess what she asked me to do? Guess what she
Well,
asked me to do? Guess
well,
what she
all right,
asked me to
shit.
spend?
What?
Can I give you a 1099 for payment? I said, ma'am, and for me to even consider that, you would have to send it off. I would have to get the money first. Well, I was thinking, since you could just file it in my name and then you could take your car. I said, look how you sound right now. It just hurts me to even hear you sound like this.
You ain't say that, did you?
No, I did. It said, you are just, come on. This is supposed to be a system that frees you. You've now become a slave to a system that's designed, that really supposed to be freeing you, to a process that's supposed to be freeing you. You have now become a total slave to it. This is not fun. This is not learning. As I say on the phone, you're not learning nothing from this.
They
I
trying to get you
know.
in a
It's just
situation.
so right. It's not. It's like look at everything. Look at
Damn,
everything.
man.
I said, look at this. You got $25,000 more, and they snatching your refund this year.
Because this show gone.
I was
And it's
gone.
unfortunate because it's a simple.
And
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
no, it's not even. It's not. But here's the thing, though. Even if it's a simple way to take care of it, the minute that they put that return in, that's it.
Yeah, based on
And
yeah.
they
Well,
do a
I'm
refund
not even
too.
going there. Yeah, I got
That's
you.
it.
I'm not even
I'm,
going
I'm
there.
telling you, no,
But
that's
I'm not
it.
going there.
Once they know there's money, I'm telling you, once they
And
know there's money coming
it's
to
gonna be
them,
flagged.
they don't give a damn about no
Man,
process. They're snatching that first.
yeah, it's flags. I'm guarantee you, if you
Yeah,
check the
yeah,
transcripts right now, it's flagged.
yeah. It's flagged.
That's all I'm gonna
Once they
say to
got it
that.
flagged, that's it.
It's
I can
flagged.
see if you had enough time to go
Yeah.
ahead and send something in to get it reversed, but they already filed their return.
Nah.
There is even nothing. It's nothing that can be done. You got to eat that loss. But this is a lesson. But I tell before because I got to go now.
Mhm.
Listen, y'all. I say this not because I want people to wait years. I'm telling you, this can happen to any of us.
Hell yeah.
It can happen to any of us. You'll get hit with a bill that you can't get up out of. Do not play with these people unless you know exactly what you're doing. Don't play with them. They're no one to be played with. And
Mm.
if they get on your radar and they get on your line and they want you bad enough, I don't give a damn if you go in there with the Dead Sea Scrolls or the Ten Commandments. They're not honoring nothing but the cash money.
Yeah, that's what I have to
I'm
say. They
telling
all they
you,
want is that money for sure.
yeah, they're not honoring nothing. You think, oh my, can you
Same
send
way
this
they gave
processing
it,
to
the
me?
same way they gave it
Yep,
to you. That's the same way they want it back.
yep, yep. Oh, do you think you could do this process for me? Because I got this bill. You got the money first? Yeah, there ain't nothing I can do for you.
Damn, that's sad. I hate that,
Yep.
but that's not the
It's
way.
sad, but it is what it is, though. But hey, I don't
Mm.
I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for him. Cause because I asked some questions. Why didn't you come over here when everything was good?
Silence,
Crickets. Is
crickets.
that it was cricket. I said, why didn't you come over here when you didn't have that type of bill that you
But
owe?
but but we all know the answer to it. We all know it.
Right. That's why I said, why don't you come while you was everything? That's the time when you need to be over here when everything's good.
When yeah, but now some things, and I know you have to go. Some things do come
Yeah.
easy, and it is as easy as it is, as that is. It is some, but it's not the majority. But
Yeah.
we
But
look for that easy no matter what. Even though
you
we
already know
know,
that.
even
Yeah.
though the person who's saying it smell like shit, is shit, but
Right.
he or she he or she is making this shit sound so good that shit could turn into gold in only 4 or 5 steps. I can see them
That's
four or
cool.
five steps.
No, but I get it though.
It
I get it
ain't
though.
even funny, but I'm making light of it, but that's what it is though. They don't
I
want to
get it.
hear the studying part.
Right. I've been in a desperate state in my
Hell
life.
yeah, I
I've been
know
in
I have.
desperate.
I can't say the
Everybody
same
had
thing.
the difference
Yeah.
between, but y'all did better than me. See, I was going into them banks and them stores and taking what I wanted. Y'all, at least y'all going through trying to
Allegedly,
go through
allegedly,
allegedly.
allegedly, or you already took care of that time for
Man,
that.
oh yeah, man, yeah, man, I got a
You
dotted by
already
the F.
so
Nah,
allegedly
nah,
you
I
just
listen.
add on
Nah,
top of it.
I got a dotted by the ATF.
Okay,
I was
right, okay,
dotted by the
okay.
government. So yeah,
All right.
that's all. They know what I did. It ain't
Hey,
no,
you
it's a
know,
public
we're
record.
not
Yeah,
glorifying
I.
anything, people. We just having a
Oh no, man,
conversation.
ain't going for. I'm just saying, is
Yeah.
I rather take my chances this way than did what I did that cost me
Mm,
8 years of my life.
mm.
Yeah, so I'd
Okay,
rather
yeah.
do this. I'd rather try anyway. But but that's why I want to center things around for the beginning parts. So when you first step into there, you already know. I got to center this around the beginning, the fresh start. You can use the same knowledge to go back and correct the past if you want. But my mindset, my intent is when you first fill out that application, when you first start shopping for a home, when you first want to go get a vehicle, to already have this knowledge beforehand so it prevents the situations from the past.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, Otis, thanks for having me. Everybody
Yeah.
that's on there, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for scrolling by, and I will see y'all next week.
Yes,
Same
yes. His
time.
information. His information is at
Yep.
the bottom. His
Yep.
Gmail, his YouTube, his phone number. If you have any
Yep.
questions or
Otis, you gonna be there
anything,
Saturday? You gonna be there Saturday?
what time? What time, sir? Oh, what time?
Uh,
I'm not
I
even
think
lying.
I'm.
No, I already know. I already got something going on that evening. I
All right.
already know it. You
Okay.
know.
If you're not, don't worry if you got to go.
The weekends, the wife be having me, man. You know.
I'll call you tomorrow and let you know. It's just gonna be the asset back securitize, the car auto asset back securitization. It's
Okay.
just
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that's
I
yeah, I'm
think
gonna
I
have
know.
that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you can't, I'll make sure my wife
What
get
time
you a
is it
copy of
start?
the video.
What time?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna try to start it at 6.
Okay, shit. I'm not gonna lie. We
Try
supposed to
to.
walk through the door at
Nah,
8:45.
3. No, no, do your thing. Nah, don't even
Yeah,
worry about it. It's gonna be recorded. It's gonna be
yeah.
recorded. It's gonna be
So,
recorded.
hey,
Yep. That.
but yeah, but we definitely do appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you coming through, spilling
Yep.
the information and the juice. And
Yes,
again, his
sir.
information is down there And I'm not going anywhere yet, people. So please don't you guys
Yep. You
leave.
ain't gotta go.
I have
I
18
just gotta
people
go a
here.
little early.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah,
know
I
how
just
to
gotta go a
do
little
this.
early.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to play as you leave. And thank you. Matter of fact, let me get your applause going. Lamont,
Yes,
guys,
sir.
Thomas Legs. I appreciate you, sir.
Let's get it. All
But
right.
but as you leave, before I hit my applause for you, I'm going to play this song that someone sent me. I want to get your opinion on it, but you could leave though and just probably hear it in the other background. I'm about to play it now.
Okay.
This will be my little transition to you leaving and me doing what I got to do. So you guys, please don't leave. We're gonna have another conversation, not long at all, after this song I'm about to play that a listener sent in. It's called Cradle to the Crave. My fault. Cradle to the Grave. It's a particular verse in there.
I'm getting
You
in
have to
there.
listen to it. You have to listen to it. He's saying some shit. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Here we go. Cradle to the Grave. I appreciate you, Thomas Legacy. Peace out to you,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. All right.
Yeah. Tell me or something ever.
One thing for certain, you ain't living till you come alive. Get it twisted, catch a walk up, baby, from the side. Niggas turned on me, fuck it, I know how to drive. Road to success, a lonely ride. My wrist had a seizure, my neck is anemic. My girl look like heaven, so I copped her a demon. Hey, that boy ain't a shooter, you can't get shit when you blinking. So fuck the shit he talking, we'll park that boy like Lincoln. He a bitch like Goldilocks, he just want the porridge. See, we completely different, me, I want the whole forest. We ain't in the same boat, I'm in a yacht on the coast. Politicking with the type of women you couldn't approach. And the mama, she bad, yeah, I can see she conceited. So before she get this dick, I'ma make her overeat it. Own nothing, control everything. John Rockefeller, equity in real estate. Asset over checks, on that beat, no squad of shit. I reverse the debt, out of Bar, Morris rap guy, I'm a threat. Walking on water, wavy quantum physics. That's on God, I'm never tripping, bitch. I get it cradle to the grave. Ain't you not see, motherfucker, look what mama made. Yeah. Okay, if we talking numbers, then I'll be completely honest. You ain't paid for the verse, my baby, the fee was for homage. Long road to success, but I never get off it. It's get money from the wound to the coffin. Yeah, victory, nigga, drop winning by a landslide. Walk like in this motherfucker, I'm a landmine. Snitch niggas all the Mars, all them niggas tell time. Bring it over this way, you gon' have to tell God. I'm in rare form, lucky lefty. R.I.P. my brother Lenny, shout out Grandma Becky. Yeah, he at it again, my nigga, read him and weep. Residual ends, my money stacking my seat. Versace my sheets, thread count, coming with a queen. I run a regime like Saddam Hussein or Saddam Hussein. You're out of your league, you're out of your league. I'm on pot, spelled backwards, T.O.P. Used to trampoline the mattress, so you seen the springs. Back then we ain't had shit, but I had a dream. Now I walk through the airport like I'm a king. I drop hooks 4 feet, call me Jaffe Kareem, nigga. Got drop hooks 4 feet, call me Jaffe Kareem, nigga. Got drop hooks 4 feet, call me Jaffe Kareem. I get it cradle to the grave.
Yeah.
Ain't you not see, motherfucker, look what mama made.
Ain't shit changed but the weather.
Yeah. Okay, if we talking numbers, then I'll be completely honest. You ain't paid for the verse, my baby, the fee was for homage. Long road to success, but I never get off it. It's get money from the wound to the coffin.
Yes. Hey, I like that. It's a particular version. Ooh, on nothing, controlled everything. On nothing, controlled everything. Ooh, that once. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, all right. That's where I got that acronym from. Once. If you paid attention, if you been following me for a little bit, whatever, the acronym, ONCE. On nothing, controlled everything. Drug Rockefeller. Okay, don't give me. Okay, yeah, I love that. But anyway, listen, hit the likes. I should have at least 18 likes in here. It's down to 13. At least 13 likes. I appreciate it. For those that did stick around to hear that song, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, thank you to Thomas Legacy for coming through and doing what he did, dropping some great information, some knowledge. Again, I know it's not for everyone. I do realize that, but the information is good. The foundation is there. Hopefully you picked up the jewel and the gem that I dropped dealing with the probate court. Once you get you a living revocable trust, the intro vivus trust, please do your research. It's not your first time hearing me mention that. Please, it's very, very important. You hear a lot of people talk about trust, about how you have to have a trust so you won't have to go into probate and things like that, but they never tell you how to get it into probate, how to prevent that from happening, how the true living revocable trust is supposed to be set up. They never tell you that. I could be wrong. If they do, it's in private, and as it should in my thought process, but not in private. Far as in the private world, there's private behind closed doors discussing this with your family. But you should know how to do that. And I'm just being 100% transparent. I came across, and it's not like it was hidden. It really wasn't. I came across what I needed to do to register the trust just 48 hours ago. Full 100% transparency. I knew about it, and the way I got other paperwork and other documents into the case I was in, I did it another way. And part of that way pertained to, and that's all I'm going to say, pertains to the probate court. I'll say that. So when I came across what I came across today, I understood why what happened on September 25th took place. I understood. I just, for lack of a better word, circumvented the process. But now there's a procedure, not now, it's always been there. I just didn't do my due diligence. I came across it 48 hours ago of how to register that living revocable trust into the probate. But it has to be a solid situation. A solid, when I say situation, let me stop talking crazy. It has to be a solid living revocable trust. Has to be solid. Okay. And a lot of other documents, not a lot of other documents, your Schedule A needs to be attached to that, and make sure that Schedule A is complete, because what you're going to be claiming and putting on that Schedule A is very, very, listen to me, very important. Very important. And if you understood and listened to how I had and have my foundation set up, just go back and listen. I broke it down. If you know how I have it set up. So if you do that and put it all together, you know how, and what I'm telling you, once you go register it, register that living revocable trust with the probate court. Every county, of course, has a probate court division. And it's real simple. I will Google it and I will figure out, and you have to go in there. Sometimes they try to hide it, or not even hide it. You just have to know what you're looking for. You know, I stumbled across it, and it was clear as day, trust. As a matter of fact, it's called Trust Packet. It was crazy. I'm like, are you kidding me? It has the UCC code to, yes, I said UCC code. It has that statute and the Missouri code to back it up. And I read it, I clicked on it, I'm like, wow. And it has it broken down. I'm like, okay, I see what I did. I circumvented what I did based on what I did and how I did it. And that was for a case. But to prevent that in the future and to just set it up like it's supposed to be set up, and to keep your things out of probate court, so your personal things won't have to go through that, you have to register it at the probate. Real simple. Real simple. It's not hidden. It's not hidden, and it's in black and white. And I'm not gonna even lie, I just came across that because I'm not gonna lie, I was taught and I was in the belief and under the belief of stay out the stay out the public, yada yada woo woo. No, that's definitely is not true. Also, with some other things that I have going on, which you already know about, you have to deal with the public entities to get your remedy. Not you don't have to, because there's more than one way to skin a cat, of course. But some of the things that I'm doing, you have to deal with the other entities. Yes, I'm a firm believer that the IRS is your friend. Is your friend. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Once you've proven who you are and you know what you're talking about, again, I'm always stand on that. That has yet to fail me. They are your friend. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But yeah, any comments and questions? What's going on, chat? Everybody good? Is everybody good? We good. How long have we been on here? It's been on here for 2 hours. Okay, we at the 2-hour mark. Okay. You see my social media icons above me. Please, when you have a chance on Facebook, please hit the follow button, or whatever you have to do for each one of these accounts, whether you have to follow me, like me, or whatever, do that for me, especially on TikTok. So just go and do that for me. I definitely appreciate it. What else? Please hit the like button for me. I definitely appreciate that. If you are not subscribed, if you feel worthy, please. If you feel that I'm worthy, please hit the subscribe button. Also, the QVR code that you see, please, if you would like to support the show, scan on the QVR code, buy your man a cup of coffee, donate your man a cup of coffee is there. And also along with the extra tab back there, that's where I have the goodies, the Living Revocable Trust. I also have the Free Me Trust, which is the 508c1a trust. And I also have the status correction. By the way, I'm gonna tell you this real quick. Hint, hint. You get all those together with the Living Trust right there. Guess what you put on the Schedule A? That's all I'm gonna say on that. And if you have a nationality, like if you are a Moor or some sort, that's what you put on the Schedule A. Unless I'm talking too much. Whew, I'm talking too much. For those of you who just understood what I just said, you heard what I just said. It is only 11 or something. Wait, okay, I got you. What else? But yeah, that information is back there. You better free yourself. It's now hard, but you got to live in it. But yeah, with that being said, I appreciate you. Let me check the chat one more time. Okay. All right. I might go live in the morning like I do on the panel. If I do, I catch you then. And I definitely appreciate you. I couldn't do it without you. Please continue to tune in. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Continue to tune in, and we're gonna be all right. And hopefully, I'll see you in the morning. Peace out.
OtisWho. Music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.